Going on, everybody? Welcome
What
to
is happening, folks?
Huddle Talk. We are back again this week to go talk about sports cards, and anything else going on in that realm. Wait for a couple people to hop in here before we get to it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Got some product here. Able to snag some NBA hoops and rookies and stars off Target last week or the week before, I think. And I also got some mosaic football packs on the way.
Me too. Me too. I got some more of the 2022 Series 1 blasters coming too.
I only grabbed myself one of those. I'm sure they probably still got them up there, though.
Oh yeah, they're still available on Target. What's cool if you have Red Card, at least you get a discount on it. And I think if you use your Red Card, you get free shipping too.
Yeah. Free shipping. Yep.
Yep.
Got a bunch of stuff on there. I still got Chronicles, Baseball Mosaic, Baseball Prism.
What's up, Bogarts? Thanks for joining.
What's up? Boom. 5 viewers. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the live stream. Go ahead, subscribe if you aren't.
Yeah.
Say what's up in the comments.
Change that red subscribe button to gray.
Got any pickups this week? The eBay.
I had, unfortunately, I left it upstairs. I have one pickup, a Zdeno Chara New York Islanders card, hockey card. He just set the record. I believe I don't know if it's for everybody. I know it's for defensemen of most games played. He just passed Chris Chelios. I think it's period, but I'm not 100% sure.
Very cool. What's going on, hobbyist?
What's happening, hobbyist? Welcome.
Appreciate the familiar faces around.
Yep. And let's see. Before that, also, I think after our show last week, beginning of the show, I got another Fred Lynn autographed card.
Very nice.
Yeah, Chris Chelios, man, that dude played well. I mean, these hockey players, especially some of these defensemen. I mean, Chara is 40. I think Chelios might have gotten start a little later, but I think he played till his mid 40s. I mean, crazy. Hockey players, it's amazing. You get it's somewhat routine, I guess you could say, to see guys with 20, 25-year careers in hockey.
Yeah.
Gail Sayers rookie. That would be a good one, Bogarts. That'd be a good one. I don't know what his pricing is. I tell you the one thing I found very interesting was the price of a Chara autograph, especially like his rookie card of how expensive it was. I mean, he's been a good player, but he's never been a, superstar, so a guy like that, I think his rookie card is like going over for over $100 for an autograph,
Wow.
you know, but at least on eBay, I think it is about, I mean, but I don't know. I still probably, I'd like to go ahead and see if I can find a deal on more of his rookie cards. He was probably my favorite Islander when he came on, and when they traded him uh, to get Alexei Yashin from Ottawa, it stunk. Stunk, stunk, stunk.
I got a couple pickups here. Got a Elijah Moore rated rookie gold press proof.
Oh, very nice.
And then
You
these
put yourself
next
on
two are
big screen if you want.
for the two sets I'm working on. So this is the Zebra Print 2020 Select die cut for my boy Rodrigo Blankenship. I'm trying to do all the die cuts from Select. There's the focus.
Very
And
nice.
then from 2020 Prism Baseball, we got the Bronze Donut Circles 5 of 25 Michael Chavis.
Very cool. So, for you to finish those sets, what do you still need? Because you never know. That a listener may have one sitting and you could work a deal.
Let me see. I
Somebody
have
who
a
watches the channel.
spreadsheet of what everything I have and everything I need. So for the Chavis, I need the teal donut circles, the purple shimmer, the regular shimmer prism, the forest green flash prism, the white donut circles, then the two one of ones, but who knows about those. And then for
Well, go ahead, sorry.
Rodrigo, I need the tricolor die cut, the tie-dye die cut out of 25, the gold die cut out of 10, the green die cut out of 5, and then the one of one black die cut.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I saw that one, but that one was up for like $1,000, so I don't
oh
know.
wow. So yeah, I mean, that's the only bad thing about the one of ones. I mean, who knows if they're ever going to get broke out of a box, out of a pack.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean that too. I'm also one of the Chavis it's a burgundy cracked ice out of 25. Supposed to be on the way here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to end up getting it because it was supposed to be here on the 1st, and I have no tracking update besides that the label was made and stuff.
Well, you never know. I mean, don't uh, don't don't get too concerned just yet. I mean, it is only a couple of days. USPS is going crazy. When I sent those cards to Dom and Adam the other week, after 3 or 4 days, it just showed that label was created. It didn't even show that I dropped them off at the post office, even though I did. So, post office, you never know. I mean, keep the faith. Keep the faith. But hey, before we get going into the show tonight, get any deeper, do want to let everybody know that we are going to be doing another eBay break auction. We're going to do another break. It's going to be auction style teams, and it is going to be posted on eBay. And this time, we're doing basketball, and it is going to the auctions. Will go live on Saturday, probably around 12 o'clock ish in the afternoon, right around that time. They'll go live and they'll go for 7 days. So that following Sunday, which is the 12th?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday the 12th, probably at like 9 or 9:30, right on this channel right here. We'll do the break live. So you're probably asking, what are you going to break? So we are going to have a blaster of NBA hoops, a mega box of Chronicles, and that is not Chronicles College, that's Chronicles Pro. Then we're going to get into Mosaic, and we are going to do 2 Mosaic cello packs, a Mosaic hanger, a Mosaic blaster, and then a Mosaic Mega from Target. And in these you can get the green prism and the reactive yellow. And you could also get the peacocks. And we're going to do a Walmart version of the Mega. And you can get the blue reactives and the pink fluorescence. Just like with our football breaks, all teams will start at $4.99, $5 shipping, and then I think it was is it $1 or $1.50 for each additional team? Do you remember?
$1.50.
It's $1.50 for each additional team. So those will be posted. eBay store is right there, scrolling across the bottom. HCC_sales. So if you're interested, keep an eye out. But check eBay store Saturday afternoon, and all the teams will be live. What we do is we do each team in 2-minute intervals. So that this way, if people want to try and get multiple teams, they're not all ending at the exact same time. All right.
Yep.
Thanks. What were we saying?
I just said yeah. Agreeing with you.
Yep. So, what's going on? What do you think about the whole baseball shenanigans?
Not surprised, I guess. I mean, sucks. I mean, you even have Mike Trout put out a post about it. So,
Which is big for him because he
he's
usually keeps
speaking up,
quiet.
you're not doing anything right if you got Mike Trout saying stuff. But I mean, like I said last week or the week before, it sucks not being able to see him play. It sucks not being able to see Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer go 1-2. Not seeing. I mean, saw something today. If they don't come to agreement and the season starts by a certain time, Pete will become. He's supposed to become a free agent in 2024, but now he would become a free agent in 2025. So they're fighting for his service time now with all that, whatever that situation is. I mean, it's like now you're going to start hurting some young guys' careers by not letting them play and get their time in and everything.
Yeah, well, it's Bogart, you're right. And I think we talked about it last week. I mean, I don't understand what the players want. Now, I don't know how much truth there is to the letter that Rob Manfred, put out on MLB.com. I don't know. I'm going to say what he's saying is the truth. Based off of that, I don't know what more the players want. I was looking about it and what they said, one of the things they said that the pay, they want an increase in pay. for the younger players. So ownership agreed to a $700,000 minimum salary. That's an increase of $130,000 from last year. $130,000 bump. Not saying these guys aren't, great baseball players, but holy cow. I mean, you're talking about, a kid coming up, Mike's age. Mike's going to be 22. It's not inconceivable that there's going to be a guy playing baseball, 22 years old. He makes $700,000 a year. They did that. They offered an annual bonus pool of $30 million for the best young players. 33% raised to nearly 2/3 of MLB players, adding more than $100 million annually of additional compensation. I mean, I just don't, there was another thing. They're going to have the draft lottery and it's going to be the most aggressive. I don't know, whatever. I mean, whatever that is. I don't know about that. They're talking about, what else? Another thing. First and second place finishers in the Rookie of the Year voting would each receive a full year of service. That's a guy comes up mid-season, finishes second in the Rookie of the Year. He's guaranteed he gets a full year of service. I play for the league men and wouldn't bat, and bullshit. Let him play for $60K a year and then let him see. But yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I don't understand, trying to understand, what it is the players want. They wanted more of a competitive balance. So they're doing things with the taxes. Look, and the truth of the matter is that part's a bunch of crap. The truth is the only way, if you think you're ever going to get competitive balance, is to install a salary cap. And the problem you have with that is that how do you work that out when you have contracts that are 8 and 10 years old? Like, what do you do if you were to make a salary cap of 175 million, let's say? What do the Angels do? They're paying Mike Trout 500 million for the next 8 years or 9 years, whatever it is, right? I mean, so I don't know how that part's going to work. I mean, again, if you go through the whole thing, they want expanded playoffs. The owners wanted 14.
Yeah,
The
that's
players
stupid.
said no, they only want 12.
Yeah, you want 14, you want half the league making the playoffs? That's stupid.
Well, it
In my
might be.
opinion, I think the 12 is better.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that from that standpoint, the one thing I will go ahead and say is, all right, they agreed on the universal DH. That's cool. But the one thing, the whole pitch clock and the elimination of the shift to improve the entertainment value of the game on the field. Look, if you think putting a pitch count is going to bring, not a pitch count, a pitch timer. I'm sorry. If you think bringing a pitch timer to a baseball game is all of a sudden going to be, like, millions of people sitting at home going, ha ha, that's what I was waiting for. I stayed away from baseball because they didn't have a pitch timer. Come on, man, that's ridiculous.
Mhm.
And that's not going to speed the damn game up. They already made the ridiculous rule that a relief pitcher has to throw to three batters. That's dumb. They already made the other rule that you're only allowed so many visits during the game. In my opinion, that is dumb. That is dumb. You're not, you think guys are not, they made it sound as though, managers were going out 2 times, 2 or 3 times every freaking inning. Not true. Not true. And the banning the shift, I mean, that's going to make the games longer because you're going to have more guys getting base hits. So how does that affect the timing of the game? Matt, how you doing, buddy? How's everything going?
What's up?
So I don't know. I mean, I don't, to me, Um, again, I didn't look, so I don't know. Um, but I would love to know what the players are really looking for, because getting more pay, you know, the whole competitive balance, the draft pick stuff. Oh, the other thing is that they're eliminating the draft pick compensation for um for free agents, which was huge, because there were certain guys that, one of the things they're looking at is like, oh man, this guy is considered an A tier guy. People didn't want to sign him because, you know a team with a high draft pick wasn't going to want us to go after a guy, because I don't want to lose that high draft pick. So that does something, and I think you see something like, for instance, like a Carlos Correa or a Trevor Story. Those are two guys that are probably under the old system right now. They would the team who picks them would lose a draft pick. So if you're, if you're a team in the top 10 or so, or it may be, you didn't want to go after those guys. So you eliminated teams because of the draft compensation. Well, at least that goes away. So maybe that helps. Yeah. Future generations and the fans. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I wish I knew what the players wanted. Like you know, what is it that the players are going to go, okay, you know, give us this and this, and we're in. Because I can't believe the players would want to be for a salary cap.
No, they'd
You
lose
know,
out. They're gonna lose out on so much more money if they agreed to a salary cap.
yeah.
And you'd see a lot more guys bounce around from team to team, in like basketball and football, where you see in baseball you have guys that'll stay their whole careers because you sign such a big deal and everything.
Well, you know, what's going to happen is you're going to have the same thing. You look at basketball. Basketball has the cap. If you try and sign a player, and all of a sudden that player winds up sucking, and you gave him a big contract, well, sorry, we don't have the room. Look what football goes through,
Mm-hmm.
right? The quarterbacks get some really big numbers and everything, and what happens? They have to wind up cutting essential players from the team. Yeah, Matt makes a good point. So confusing, really hard to figure out where the truth is. There are a lot of players kicking themselves for deals they turned down. Most definitely. Most definitely. You know, like I said, I don't know. I mean, as a baseball fan, you know, um, wanting to watch the games, wanting to see, um, and I think, Mike, like you said, just the excitement of, we talked about it last week. Here you are missing Mike Trout again. You had an abbreviated year in 2020, and he didn't play at all, so he lost a prime year. He got hurt, lost a lot of a prime year, and now here you go again with another prime year potentially going away. I think, you look at these things that have happened over the last, you count this year, you look at this year and the two seasons beforehand, the whole thing of, where would this player rank on, and you look at, Max Scherzer, 37 years old. You look at, some of these other guys that are up there, or guys that are in their careers, and if all of a sudden now they're losing those prime years, like a Trout, where's he going to wind up now at the end of his career? It's almost like back in the what was it, the 40s or the 50s, when Ted Williams and some of the greats of the games had to go to war, and they lost time out of their prime, and you're like, hey, who knows what those numbers would have been.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall it's sad. It doesn't do anything for nobody. The the people that should matter the most in this negotiations are the ones that lose, and that's us, the fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You know, that is the bottom line. At the end of the day,
Because
we
Stone
lose.
Cold said so.
Yep. Look at that man is here. Zach. Welcome, buddy. Hope you are doing well. I love baseball, but worry about the future of the sport. When I watch YouTube sports card channels, a lot of the youth love baseball, basketball, and football cards and not baseball. The lockout does not help. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that, but I mean you also see NFL and NBA market their players more. Like you see stuff with all the big stars over in those sports doing stuff, and
Yeah, but it's
it's
not even that. Somebody pointed out in one of the baseball groups that I'm in, or was it on? No, wait, it might have been on. No, it was on Twitter. Sorry, but it was on Twitter, and they said Mike Trout considered, the best player in baseball. I don't know
in
if it's Instagram or Twitter, whichever one. He has like 1.5 million, followers.
I know,
Okay,
yeah, I saw this too.
and then you have Tyler Hero, a second-year player or third-year player for the Miami Heat. Not saying, a nice player, nice complimentary player, over 2 million followers on social media. Why? It's very simple. The NBA promotes these guys. They get them out in front and everything. MLB, they don't promote. You can't do anything fancy with baseball, right? Like you even look like the All-Star game, what basketball does with the All-Star game. And they have all these things, you know? You can't do a lot of that stuff in baseball. Baseball has the home run derby, which is wicked cool, man. It's awesome watching the home run derby, you know? But it's just, baseball is the marketing of the game is not is not where it needs to be, you know? But I mean, I don't, no, and and to Zach's, the last line of his thing is true. The lockout is not going to go ahead and make this better. That's why, like I said, I would love to know, you know, like I said, if you look at what Rob Manfred said they offered, what on there are the players digging their heels in and saying, no, 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 this is all wrong. Is $700,000 not enough money for a first year player? What is it supposed to be? $1 million? $1.5 million? I mean, and what does that do? Like, how does that? Obviously, that's the minimum salary across the board. So I'm assuming that means if you're the New York Yankees or if you're the Pittsburgh Pirates, it's $1 million no matter what. Well, $1 million to the Yankees, is nothing. $1 million to the Pittsburgh Pirates, that's a good chunk of change.
Mm-hmm.
Really good chunk of change. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, we're still gonna get our baseball fix in because we're coaching a youth team.
Yeah, they're all like, yeah. Mike and I coach together. We coach a team of 15 through 18-year-old young men playing baseball and stuff. So at least we get to stay engaged with the game and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like what Bogarts was mentioning earlier about you know you play for the minimum and stuff, and it's cool when you see those kids, that they play 100%, for the joy of the game. They're not playing travel baseball, so it's not, that they're not really, these are kids that, most of them, they don't have any expectations of, getting college scholarships or anything along those lines. Right now, they're into playing baseball, when they don't make their high school team and stuff. So they're out there for the fun of the game. And that makes it worthwhile to be out there and go out there.
Yeah, we got opening day this Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. You know, it should be fun. We got a good group of kids. And we'll go from there and everything. So, So we got well, that is true, Matt. That is most definitely true. Hey Mike, you know what? I'm gonna put the StreamYard link in the chat in case anybody would like to join us.
All right.
Anybody interested? Check it out. You got a pinned chat. There's the link. Come on in, enjoy. It's funny. You look at other sports, and like I said, you look at basketball, you look at football. And it's amazing. I think ultimately, honestly, it's got to be the pace of the game that that does it. I mean, because it can't just be marketing your stars. It can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way it could only be, hey, we're marketing, that they do a better job of marketing the top players in the leagues versus baseball. I mean, that can't be the only issue. That we know that is an issue. No problem, Maddie. We'll be here. We'll be here. We will be here, sir.
Well, I mean, you say the pace of play. I mean, the average NFL game takes like 3 hours.
It is, but there's a car wreck every play. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's the pace, not the length of the game. It's the pace. Something is always happening. It's moving a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I got dirt on me from the farm. You're always welcome, Zach. Always welcome, Zach. You know what I mean? I
I
think
get what
that
you're saying, but I mean, I just see like you go, stop. Minute goes by, you gotta get the team lined up, get the play going. Go, stop. Go, stop. Go, stop. To me, it's the same thing as baseball. Go, stop. Go, stop. To me, the only sports that really always have something going on are basketball, hockey, and soccer.
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
They make a lot of left turns. No, okay. So then, what is it? You're a young fan, okay?
Yeah, but you can't ask me because I'm baseball biased. I like baseball. I don't have an
No,
issue with
I'm
it.
okay, okay. So you're a young fan. You had 3 of your friends over the other night.
Yeah,
How much sports did you talk?
not much. I mean, when we went down to play pool, we talked because we had the basketball game on.
Oh, you had basketball, so you talked about basketball.
Yeah, because we were making fun of how Russell Westbrook's not good.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, honestly, if there was a baseball game on, would you have put baseball on over the
Yes,
basketball game?
yes.
Okay. Would you and your buddies have talked would you have put it on more so you could watch in between playing pool shots? Or because you would have thought about having a you think there would have been conversation about the game?
I would have put it on me for me personally, so I could watch in between shots, and there probably would be only talk if they ask questions about what's going on.
Right. So I mean, that's one of the things that happens though. You see, that's where all of this, comes from is that baseball is not I mean, baseball should be talked about a lot here in Atlanta, where you have, unfortunately, the world champions.
Hmm.
It should be talked a lot more about. Baseball should be talked about here in Atlanta, you know,
Hmm.
but it's not, you know. That's why I don't I don't know. Like I said, how do you get it seems as though your age group is the age group that is going away more are going away from baseball. Okay, here. Go back last season. Go back your last few seasons that we have coached. How many of those kids they play baseball? How many of them watch baseball?
I don't know, but I mean, I feel like at that age you could say that for any sport. Like if you're playing football, do you really sit and watch football? You play basketball, you sitting there watching basketball?
I would say they probably are. And we've known plenty of kids who, you know, didn't watch. They played. They were good players, but they didn't watch the games. They might watch every now and again, you know. No, but they're not like us, you get the MLB network so you could watch, as many games as you possibly can, you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's interesting. It is definitely interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what they try and get done, you know, uh, you know, like I said, it's gonna I don't know, that you look at it now, it's all about the calendar, and if they try and rush, spring training, it's gonna be tough. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Matt, there's Matt saying, look, hey, football, baseball, football and basketball, they
Well, I
have
mean, that makes sense there. I mean, you don't have a major league team. You got you got the Colts, then you got the Pacers, but you got nothing for baseball. So I mean, that makes sense.
you got I mean, you have a minor league affiliate right there.
Yeah, but nobody really cares about minor. Like, who goes watch? I mean, unless you're just a true fan of the sport, you're not going to go to a minor league game. You're not going to go to a G League game. Same with basketball. Like, you don't see G League games packed out. I mean, I'm sure they probably might sell more tickets than baseball, but I mean, most people that go to the minor league games are true fans. They want to go watch a baseball game, and it's close to them, and it's cheaper than going to the big stadium.
Well, true. I mean, that is, that is definitely true from that standpoint. I mean, you can't, you can't beat it. And again, it's, it's, it's hard because when you look at, you know, you and I, when you look at Zach, when you look at Matt, when you look at, you know, uh, you know, Bogart, you look at these guys, people that love the game of baseball, it's hard for us to understand why you wouldn't want to play, why you wouldn't want to watch, why you wouldn't, I mean, it would be cool, I mean, to go watch more, minor league baseball, you know? I mean, it's, we've gone a couple times to the single A and stuff, and I mean, you have to curb your expectations when you go watch those. You're not going to see the greatest baseball.
I mean, yeah, the big thing with streaming was all the blackout stuff with MLB. That pisses a lot of people off. When you buy it and it says, "Oh, watch any team you want, whenever," and then you can't watch the team you want to watch,
Right.
just because they're playing local, and you have to then watch on TV. But hey, what if you don't have cable anymore and you just have streaming services? And now you can't watch them.
Very true. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know, I don't know what baseball can do. I know me, I don't want to see certain things happen. I don't want to see the 7 inning game. I don't want to see a 125 game season. I don't want to see those things. I mean, you know, it's like you're trying to. If the game was broken, meaning that I could understand you trying to fix it, but it's like, what is truly broken? Yeah, Zach. I mean, we like going to we've gone to Rome Braves a couple times. That has been fun. We haven't gone to Gwinnett, and we haven't hit Augusta, but
This is just too far. This is 4 hours.
yeah. One time when we went on vacation, we went to Myrtle Beach a couple of times, and we went to watch the Myrtle Beach, minor league guys play and everything. And it was
Yeah,
a lot
when I
of
went
fun.
to Asheville, I saw whatever team was there.
Huh?
When I went to Asheville, I saw whatever team was there. They have
Yeah.
a minor league team there.
Yep. Yeah. You know, and I think the problem you have is you look at it from a standpoint of, I mean, minor league baseball still going on. They're still doing some training and stuff like that. Um, Chattanooga has a cool stadium. That's true. That's not that far away either. Um, I think the both parties. I think they forget who gets hurt. You know, baseball players don't get hurt. By this. Owners don't get hurt by this. I mean, yeah, they may lose some money, but for crying out loud, you know, I love well, it's not about the money. It's if they want me. It's kind of like the whole Freddie Freeman thing. You know, oh, it's out of my hands. I can't. I'll sign with them, but it's out of my hands. They got to want me back and everything. And what do? They offer a 5-year deal. He wants a 6-year deal. Oh, I'm sorry. They offered you a contract. It's not out of their hands. It's not out of your hands. It's completely in your hands. That's the part, you know, that gets me. And that's across all sports. That's not a baseball thing. That's an all sport thing. Oh, I would really love to stay here, but there's nothing I could do. Well, sure. You can sign an unbelievable contract that they are going to put in front of you. They're not telling you to go out and play baseball for $35, a year. They're paying you millions of dollars or or if you're one of the few that are not lucky, you get a few $100,000 a year to go play a game. So please don't tell me, that it's up to the owner. I mean, yeah, if you get cut, you get cut. I understand that. I understand the whole loyalty thing. There is no loyalty, you know. And I think that's one of the things that we as fans we forget. That we look at them as players, we look at them as people because that is what they are. But the truth of the matter is they are an asset for that team. And that asset has a value. And when the asset does not perform to that value, they get cut, they get traded, or whatever it may be. And that, unfortunately, that's what the perspective is from the owner's standpoint. You know, Players don't really have a lot of risk. The owners do have a lot more risk than the players do. You know, Pick any player, whoever it may be. You know, Max Scherzer, 37 years old. When he finished the last letter of his signature on that contract, that money was his. That money is his, no matter what. That is his money. You know?
Yeah.
And then if something happens, the owners have to figure out how to get it paid for by insurance. But Max gets his money. So I don't know. It's all interesting stuff. Gotta stay hydrated, folks. Gotta stay hydrated. So what else we got, Mike, on the agenda?
Well, receiver Chris Avila from Ohio State ran a 4.2640.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah. A little bit. Maybe the Jets will pick him. Oh, someone ran a 4.21. Oh my goodness. New combine record.
Yeah, I don't it's sad. It's just really, really sad.
Well, then let's talk about the excitement we have for our football team.
What excitement do we have for our football team?
We got 2 top 10 picks.
We do have 2 top 10 picks.
We have a nice young core in Zach, Elijah, and Michael.
Yep.
Mackay and Vanderchucker.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're considering an offensive lineman.
Yeah, might as well protect your QB.
Yeah, well,
because hopefully you got a lot of cap space, so hopefully they get a top free agent receiver signed.
I don't know. So, Matt, so the combine is open to fans. That's pretty cool. Didn't realize that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, Joe Douglas said, "Hey, if if somebody comes a calling and it's a good deal, he has no issues moving those picks." But he better get some good stuff for him. It stinks that there's not like that one or two really, really good quarterbacks in the draft.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 'cause most of the highways are on the defensive side.
yeah,
Because you got the two defensive ends, you got the corner from Cincinnati, and you got the safety from Notre Dame.
well, one of the mock drafts that I saw had uh who was it? Jacksonville taking offensive lineman out of Alabama.
Oh well, yeah, they should because they needed to protect Trevor. They also need to get him a weapon.
Pardon me?
They also need to get him a weapon. DJ Shark isn't enough.
They got LaVisca.
Okay, DJ Shark and LaVisca isn't enough.
They'll have Travis Etienne coming back.
He was out all year.
They have
So who
James
knows?
Robinson. I mean, it's
I
not
saw,
like
I saw one thing. Allen Robinson the third or whatever, that receiver from the Bears,
yes.
potentially coming to the Jets. Could be a move that's made.
Jets don't need. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess they can, with Davis and Crowder and Mims and Moore. I mean, get a stud tight end maybe if you can. If there's a guy on the market there. I mean, you need a big. You need to. They need more running back. Michael Carter. Not saying that he is, not it, but I don't know. He just doesn't seem big enough to take the beating. Zach is pulling. Well, let's see. Matt said there are times that it is in certain events for the fans, mostly closed, but you can still access. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, Cartersville. I hope he does okay.
Ooh, Mike Williams wouldn't be a bad snag.
Mike Williams, the
Receiver
wide
from
receiver from the
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if they want to go crazy and somehow get Devonta Adams.
Back up the Brinks truck. You can get players.
The top free agent tight end is Mike Gesicki.
From the Dolphins.
And then Dalton Schultz from the Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't know how good he is. I don't know. It's football. What are the Giants going to do? Are the Giants going to move off of Danny Dimes? The Colts got nothing. Quarterback that has issues. One legitimate wide receiver, no tight end, and no first round pick. But they got a hell of a kicker.
They do. They damn do.
Respect the specs, Maddie. Respect the specs.
I mean, you guys really just need like a quarterback. You got your running back, got your offensive line, got Michael Pittman.
Hey, wide receivers aren't bad. You got probably one of the best offensive lines in
Easily.
in football.
You have Quentin Nelson there.
Maybe
Put up like 4
Aaron.
sacks in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Maybe Aaron. Favorite kicker in the NFL? Yeah, he's liked by a lot of people, Zach. liked by a lot of people, especially in this household. We
Yeah,
gotta talk. We gotta talk to him. See if we can get him on the show, Mike, before season. In maybe if he has some downtime, that'd be pretty cool.
I would be.
You know.
I'll see what I can do. See if I can't convince him. It'd also be cool to see if we get that guy, but he don't respond.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna try, Maddie. We're gonna try. We know him, and we know some people who are close with him, who can maybe go ahead and pull a couple of strings and everything. I have not seen that picture. Have you, Mike?
I don't know.
I could imagine if they're both wearing the dark glasses and stuff. The thick black frames. That would be interesting. Yeah, they do. It's amazing how basketball kind of it's interesting that when the Lakers aren't that good, how it doesn't seem to be a lot of hype about the basketball. When LeBron is not, up there and everything, it seems as though, there's just not as many not as many what do you call it, excited people about it, you know. But I don't know, basketball is going to be interesting. Good old Ben Simmons got an injury. He might not be able to play when the Nets go to Philadelphia. What a shocker that is. That is a big time shocker. You know. And the Knicks, oh boy. They definitely did not for lack of better words, produce like they did last year. I mean, them, and then even the Islanders too. If you just a little bit of hockey there, I mean, my goodness gracious, two teams that should have been better this year than they were last year. But I mean, yeah, because I haven't really followed the Hawks much. I don't know what the Hawks are doing. You know,
Don't care.
very true. Very true.
Well, we went on for a long last time. We got anything? We're at that hour mark.
Okay.
What we shoot for? There you go. They're okay this year.
Well, that's good. Okay is good. As long as they're not as long as they're not going ahead and killing it. If they're just okay, that's all right. Trey will be they'll be okay. Then they'll turn not okay when they can't re-sign Trey Young. But yeah, I mean the Pacers, they're gonna have a nice little base there with Halliburton. I mean, I get Halliburton and Buddy Hield and Chris Karis LeVert. Um, Miles Turner has to get better. He definitely has to get better than what he has to turn around. He seemed to be getting better, and then he's been down a little bit. So Miles has to get better there, and hopefully things will work out. But hey, the big thing the other big announcement that was made. I know you want to go, Mike, but we have to hit
No,
about it.
you good?
What about LeBron James saying that he wants to play at least one season with his son Bronny?
Cool. I mean,
That'll be interesting. It'd be like, really, you want to play? It'd be interesting to see it'd be interesting to see the New York Knicks draft Bronny
mm,
just to go ahead and be like, all right, hey LeBron, we know you don't want to. We know you said you'd never play for New York, but did you really mean never? But then again, he'll pray. He'll just say, well, you know what? My son was gonna go to. Levert got traded to the Cavs. I didn't know Levert got traded to the Cavs. Huh. John Morant is a special talent, man. He put up 50, had an unbelievable dunk. He's definitely gone ahead and he's showing, the hype that was about him that last year in college. He's showing it for sure. Showing it for sure. I'm sure Memphis is very happy that
more like LeBron to the Magic.
LeBron to the Magic.
If Bronny, I mean, Orlando's going to be a bottom team for who knows how much longer. They don't got nothing.
Well, that's true. LeBron to the
Going back to that, does whoever get the first pick say, you know what? Let's just go for it and get LeBron for a year, and then we'll worry about getting stuff next year, or people are going to pass and still try to build their team. That's going to be the interesting part. Like if
LeBron James.
there's someone in Bronny's draft class that's just way better than him, do they go for him or do they go for Bronny because they're going to get Bron?
LeBron James, the year that I'm assuming I make the assumption that he's still gonna be in Los Angeles with the Lakers. When Bronny is able to be drafted, depending on where he should go in the draft, I mean, there's nothing that I have heard right now that says he should be a top pick in the draft. But let's say he develops over the next couple of years and he winds up being a top pick. LeBron James will walk into Jeannie Buss's office and figure out a way to say, look, you need to trade for the number 1 or number 2 pick to get my son here. Think about it. You'll have me, him here in LA, and then I can retire, and you'll have him here in LA, still get the draw, and blah, 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 blah. And hopefully Jeannie Buss goes, yeah, why don't you just go to the beach and pound sand? Because that would be the dumbest thing that the Lakers could do. So, I don't know. LeBron, right? Who knows where? I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know how good his son is. Personally, if it'd be like Mike Trout's son, and Mike Trout saying, "Yeah, I want to play with my kid and everything," and that with that type of hype and everything, with the hype that LeBron James brings, the prodigy, the one, the king, the right out of high school, the way he was, and so on and so forth. I mean, his son better be good. He better be really, really good, or else he'll be laughed out of the league. I mean, who's the last, son to follow a really great father player? It didn't work out for the Jordan boys. I don't know which one it'll work out for. So, Jordan or LeBron, watch one.
Jordan.
Which one do you think is better? I'm a big Jordan fan. So for me personally, I'm more of a Jordan fan than I am a LeBron. But me personally, I think the greatest player to ever play the game is either Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. That's just my opinion. I think Bill Russell has more rings than fingers, and more rules were changed for the way Wilt Chamberlain played the game, I think, than any other player. When you look at, they had to institute certain rules, like with the free throw. At the one point when it was like, hey, you get a free throw. Well, from what I heard, I don't know how true it was, but when Wilt was coming out, Wilt would just, okay, I got a free throw. He would jump from the foul line, and being that he was 7 foot something with a friggin' 8 foot, 9 foot, whatever his wingspan, and he would almost just lay the ball in on a free throw, and that's he made. I believe that the reason why the lane is wider than it was. So I think one of those two guys is the greatest of all time, and Kareem too. You got to add him. So Jordan, I honestly don't think LeBron could have handled 90s basketball. Hell no, he could not. Imagine him going up against the Detroit Pistons and seeing Rick Mahorn and Rick Lambier, underneath the basket waiting for him. Bird was great. Bird got robbed because of injury. Bird, it was, Charles Barkley tells a story. People say, but they say Larry Bird was one of the best or worst, whichever word you want to use, trash talkers in the NBA. And I think it was when Barkley was on the Sixers and they were playing the Celtics, and timeout or whatever it was, and Larry Bird went over to Charles Barkley and said, I can't believe that your team is disrespecting me the way you are this game. I cannot believe it. The disrespect level is incredible. I can't stand it. And I guess Charles Barkley was like, why? What do you mean? We're playing you tough and all the other, we're not, we're playing you tough. We're not, trying to hurt you and anything. And he said, Larry Bird looked at him and said, you got a white guy covering me. How dare you put a white guy on me? And Charles Barkley started to laugh.
Of course he did.
Yeah. So, well, all right, Mike.
Want to mention the break again?
Yeah, so for those of you still around, we ended up talking basketball. Just to go through it again, the break is going to go live on this Saturday, and then it will break on our channel, the following channel right here. It's going to be a basketball break this time. We got a Hoops Blaster. We got a Chronicles, and this is not College Chronicles. It's just Pro Chronicles. Mega Box. And then from there, we're going to get into Mosaic. We got 2 of the fat packs. This has the bonus pack where you can get the pink prism. You can get the green prism. We will do a hanger. If you see right there, hanger, you get rookie variants, and you get the hanger box. Oh, let me get it there. The hanger box exclusive of the orange scripts and rookie scripts. So you can go ahead and pull autograph. You have the blaster. Same thing from the blaster. You got the orange, and you're looking for the Genesis. Out of all the Mosaic, you can pull a Genesis. And then we're going to have some mega boxes. We're going to have 1 mega box from Target, which you can get the yellow prism or the green fluorescent, and we're going to do a mega box from Wally World, where you can get the pink or you can get the reactive blue. And just like with our football breaks, teams will start at $4.99 each. It'll be on eBay, and again, it'll go live Saturday. Probably the first team will go live at around noonish, and then every 2 minutes, a new team will go in order. Will be up for auction. Go alphabetical order. And this way, and we do the 2-minute window so that this way, if somebody wants more than one team, not all of them are ending at the exact same time. Gives people a chance to bid on multiple teams. So get in while you can, and come enjoy the break. We do some fun ones, and then we're gonna follow that one up with we're putting it together. I'm gonna go to the card shop sometime in the next couple of days. I want to see if I can get one more product to add to a baseball break, and the baseball break is going to be a big one. There's probably going to be at least 2 hobby boxes, probably 2 or 3 mega boxes, blasters, hangers, the whole work. So baseball will be a bigger one. It's going to be at least 9 boxes, if not more. Probably going to be more. I mean, we did a 12 break football break. I mean, we'll probably do at least a minimum of 9 for baseball, if not more.
Yep.
So that's all I have now.
Alrighty, appreciate you guys joining. We'll be live again next week, Thursday at 9 o'clock. Who knows? May have a special guest. We'll see. If you guys ever want to join, just let us know. We'll send you out the link beforehand. Or if not, we'll post it in while we're live, and you guys are always welcome to join. But other than that, we'll catch you guys next week. See ya.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in tonight.